Streaming on clickorlando.com, you're watching News 6 at 10 p.m.
I got a family of 5 here. I got 5 kids. He knew that. Still shot me right in my own yard.
Hey, Daddy!
Now on News 6, he says he was shot by a teen over his medical marijuana. Wait until you hear what the teen did next.
My kids were ripped from my arms when I had no idea what was going on.
A family is blasting a local sheriff's office saying deputies went too far after a prank gone wrong, how it has led to death threats.
Neighbors fed up over a problem home they say has all kinds of problems, even rats. We asked the homeowner what can be done to ease the tension.
Because we're going to make up some plates for some elderly. We don't need all of this for one household, but we'll make it go, we'll stretch it.
We're there as grateful families give thanks and give back to help neighbors in need.
But we start new at 10 tonight with the face of a young man facing serious felony charges for the second time in just 4 months. I'm Ginger Gadsden. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, glad you're with us. I'm Matt Austin. In July, the 17-year-old was convicted of grand theft. Tonight, he's accused of shooting a man while looking for the guy's medical marijuana. Later that morning, the teen went to school. That's where he was arrested.
Yeah, more than a week later, the wounded man is out of the hospital, back at home, and sharing that terrifying moment in Marion County with News 6's Tylisa Hampton.
This is where Robert Champa says that he was shot outside of his home. He says when he heard the shooter's voice, he instantly recognized it, but he wasn't even sure if he would live.
This is where the bullet hit me. This is where I had a drain for, I think it was my spleen. I had another drain that was coming out of here. This one's for my liver.
Marion County deputies arrested 17-year-old Jeremy Pitts at Lake Weir High School on November 14th, just hours after an early morning shooting. It happened on Robert Champa's front porch in Silver Spring Shores. Champa tells me Pitts was not a stranger and lived nearby, as he had previously washed his car.
I got a family of 5 here. I got 5 kids. He knew that. Still shot me right in my own yard.
Hey, Daddy!
In the arrest affidavit, Pitts first claimed to be at his own home during the shooting, but later admitted to going to Champa's home looking for leftover marijuana. Champa says it was for medical use. Pitts then claimed Champa came out of the house and hit him. However, deputies state Pitts did not appear to have any injuries.
I just kind of chased after him. I didn't touch him, couldn't touch him because he was already 6-7 foot ahead of me. I got to like where my grass is in my yard. He turned around and he was like, back up. And he said the N-word and just shot me in.
Pitts told detectives the gun went off when his hand, quote, slipped as he ran away.
If it was an accident, you would have called the ambulance.
Did you think that you were going to live?
No, I even told my wife.
At 17, Pitts is already a convicted felon. In July, he was found guilty of grand theft auto. Now he's back in juvenile detention, facing a string of new charges.
For some justice, he tried to take my life, so I hope the judge puts a book on his.
Champa says he's focused on his family.
Hey.
And is grateful to be alive.
God is good. That's all I can say. An angel was touching me when that bullet hit me.
Champa tells me hopefully his life can return to normal for his family's sake, as the journey towards healing is just beginning. Reporting, I'm News 6's Tylisa Hampton.
Breaking now at 10 tonight, we're pressing DeLand police for answers after they warned people in one neighborhood to seek shelter at once. So here's the post they sent out on X and Facebook just after 6 tonight, warning of a heavy police presence and urging people to avoid the Victoria Hills neighborhood. They went on to say whatever was happening was centered around Ridgeway Boulevard and Curry Rise Court. That's south of Orange Camp Road. About an hour later, they told News 6 they have a suspect in custody, but they aren't yet saying more about who they arrested or why. So we're going to bring you any new details at once at clickorlando.com.
Developing tonight at 10, we have new details about why the U.S. Justice Department is investigating the parent company of SeaWorld. Specifically, the DOJ is looking into claims Orlando-based United Parks and Resorts is violating the Americans with Disabilities Act. Now, the DOJ says it received complaints of discrimination because SeaWorld Orlando, Aquatica Orlando, and Busch Gardens Tampa Bay banned guests from using a certain type of walker known as rollator walkers. While United Parks has not yet responded to our request for a comment about this, we did find information on SeaWorld's website about what is and is not allowed. It claims it does not permit rollators or wheeled walkers that have seats on them because of the park's varying pathways and terrain. It adds that rollators and walkers without a seat are permitted. You can read the full press release from the Department of Justice. Just look for this story on the homepage of clickorlando.com.
We have some new developments tonight in another case making headlines nationwide. A Brevard County teen found dead on a Carnival cruise ship, and today a judge issued a subpoena for Anna Kepner's biological father. Christopher Kepner must be in a Brevard County family courtroom on December 5th. Christopher Kepner's wife's ex-husband requested that subpoena, but it's not clear why tonight. Recently filed court records in a child custody case claim Anna Kepner's younger stepbrother is under investigation for her, quote, suspected murder on a Carnival cruise ship.
Tonight, a middle school teacher is now out of the Volusia County Jail, but he is not out of trouble with the law. He's also out of the classroom indefinitely, accused of inappropriately touching a student. According to reports, Julio Padilla was arrested on Monday, but the investigation started back in September. A Deltona middle school student told deputies the 51-year-old teacher rubbed her shoulders, back, and chest while helping her with an assignment. After the complaint, Padilla was removed from the classroom. Padilla was arrested on child abuse charges. He is out of jail on $5,000 bond. Well, if you are getting ready for Turkey Day, it may not feel much like Thanksgiving right now.
Now, record heat is on the way, but so is a cool down. Let's get you right over to our very cool meteorologist, Jonathan Kegas.
Yeah, we're going to be all over the place over the next 72 hours, guys. Tomorrow, first, we're going to likely be a couple of degrees away from breaking some records tomorrow. Mid-80s in Orlando. We're at 84 in Leesburg. That's where I think we're going to get the closest to tying a record anyway. Our record in Leesburg is 85. Most of us will be in the ballpark, likely not breaking anything, though. We have a couple of cold fronts sliding through. The good news is if you're trying to travel over the next several hours and into tomorrow, things pretty quiet. These are current airport delays. The only airport right now showing up with some delays, and they're moderate at this time, Reagan National Airport in D.C. Otherwise, we are looking pretty good. A lot of green across the board. Couple of cold fronts we are tracking. The first one arrives tomorrow. That'll give us a stray opportunity for a downpour. The second one back here to the west of St. Louis, that's the one that has the bite to it and going to introduce some cooler air to us by Thanksgiving Day. And certainly by the time you wake up on Black Friday, we are tracking what that means in terms of how it feels outside, guys. Coming up at about 10:17.
Jonathan, thank you. Tonight, a family in Volusia County is urging Sheriff Mike Chitwood to take down a video that shows their teen son's face and accuses him of a felony attempted burglary. They say their son is receiving threats and they're concerned for his safety. Mike Valenti has this News 6 exclusive.
My ring went off. This is the start of a video posted on the Facebook pages of both Sheriff Mike Chitwood and the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
You with the hat, come over here to the car. I think Chitwood is doing it for a social media platform.
That's Nate Barnhart, seen in this video accompanied by a caption that reads, "It's not really ding-dong ditch if you're kicking doors." Deputies have charged 3 teens with felony attempted burglary, accusing them of kicking a Deltona woman's door.
You're being detained at the moment, okay?
Barnhart's son was one of the teens arrested, and the only one of them whose face you see.
The video that is posted on Facebook is implying that my son did a crime that he didn't commit.
Jennifer Koss and Barnhart drove to News 6 Tuesday to proclaim their son's innocence. But more pressing for them, they say, is to implore the sheriff's office to take down the video.
These children are real, living, breathing people.
You match the description of an individual.
We're blurring the teen's face because Koss and Barnhart say they're concerned for his safety.
He's bullying children, is what he's doing.
He is Sheriff Chitwood. Koss emailed him Monday, writing in part, quote, "I fully understand your reasoning behind showing children's faces on social media to try and correct their bad behavior. The problem is you are going about it the wrong way." She shared with us the sheriff's response, which read in part, "I appreciate your thoughts. However, as the elected sheriff, I will follow the letter of the law and I will continue to do what I'm doing."
I don't understand what law it is that states that he has to put a child's face on the internet.
The video's caption ends with these words: "Getting arrested is one likely outcome. Getting shot by a Florida resident protecting their home and family is another." We've reached out to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office for comment, and we will let you know when we hear back. I'm Mike Valenti, News 6.
Law enforcement in South Florida doubling their reward to find a missing 10-year-old girl who was last seen in Central Florida. Gabrielle Terrelong was last seen at the Greyhound bus station near the Florida Mall back in June. Her mother, Pasha Davis, was arrested last month on child neglect charges, but there has been no more information about where Gabrielle might be. Crime Stoppers of Brevard County is now offering a $10,000 reward for information that could help find her. If you can help, you're asked to call the number on your screen. It's 954-493-8477.
Well, a feud brewing for years in Brevard County in a neighborhood between a homeowner and those who have some pretty graphic complaints about her property and behavior. Your Indy Atlantic community correspondent James Sparvero got the homeowner's side of this story too and is looking into whether she's in any trouble.
What is your complaint about
that
next door?
She lives on the front stoop, defecates and urinates in a bucket and spreads it all over the neighborhood.
So I know that sounds disgusting, but that's what some people on Atlantic Avenue told me one of their neighbors is doing. I drove to Sonia Capriva's house to ask if she'd like to respond to her neighbors' complaints. One of them gave me this video they said shows rats in her window. I found Sonia just as neighbors told me I would.
You must be Sonia. I'm James from Channel 6.
Sitting on her stoop. There was a man there too.
I was wondering if...
problem here, James, because I don't need you here. People are harassing us bad.
Sonia told me she wishes her neighbors would leave her alone. The sheriff's office told me it more or less is because she hasn't been caught breaking any criminal laws.
I have to come clean up feces so the neighbors don't have to smell it.
Susan Brennan bought the empty lot next door 6 years ago, but told me she hasn't built a house yet because she doesn't want to live next to Sonia.
These people just moved out. They couldn't deal with it anymore. What we just don't understand is how the authorities ignore us and let her live there.
I also asked the county about any possible code violations. The county says it's working to answer my request right now. In the meantime, Sonia told me a deputy told her he's going to bring a dumpster to her house to help get rid of the trash. Well, you think that'll uplift the community by getting help like that, by cleaning up around here a little bit? You think then maybe your neighbors might be a little happier?
And that's why he's here.
We'll let you know how things work out. In Brevard County, I'm your Indy Atlantic community correspondent, James Sparvero, News 6.
New at 10 tonight, another great example of people helping people in need.
Yeah, giving thanks just in time for Thanksgiving.
A lot of people are hurting, and food costs are really, really high. And I've already noticed that there was a huge line out here before we even started.
Next at 10, how a local city commissioner's turkey giveaway is spreading food and good feelings.
And every year it becomes a decoration destination. But have you ever wondered what it takes for Winter Park to haul out the holly and lights? I got to go behind the scenes.
You're watching News 6 at 10. We are live on a Tuesday night covering Melbourne Beach, Metro West, and all of Central Florida.
Now on News 6, this weekend, the Orlando City Lions packed Camping World Stadium. Overnight, people camped out as a local law firm passed out turkeys.
New at 10 tonight, we're there for another special Thanksgiving giveaway started by an Orlando City Commissioner. Your community correspondent, Alex Cook, takes us there.
It's going to be a happy Thanksgiving for a lot of people in the Reeves Terrace neighborhood here in Orlando because of this turkey handout at the Carl T. Langford Neighborhood Center. I talked with people who said that thanks to food stamps going out earlier this year, this is needed more than ever. And also, this will allow them to pay it forward.
I think it's great for the community.
Yeah.
Especially where people's food stamps were kind of cut off.
I have a feeling this will be very popular this year because a lot of people are hurting and food costs are really, really high. And I've already noticed that there was a huge line out here before we even started. Not a dollar of your tax money. This is just good-hearted people in the community. This is part of their Thanksgiving. They come every single year.
It will help us to help others because we're going to make up some plates for some elderly population that they've been suffering as well when you're on a fixed income. So we don't need all of this for one household, but we'll make it go, we'll stretch it.
In Orlando, Alex Cook, News 6.
That wasn't Alex.
No, that was not. It's a downtown and a destination glimmering with holiday cheer.
Yeah, behind the sparkling trees and brightly colored orbs on Park Avenue in Winter Park is a team that works around the clock to give the city its Christmas glow up. I was able to catch up with a woman leading the charge who proudly calls herself the head elf. Long before the first wreath goes up or a single light even twinkles, the City of Winter Park's Parks and Recreation team is already in full holiday hustle, creating what many call the city's most magical time of the year. Just ask Kathleen Duss. She's the Assistant Director of Parks and Rec.
Well, number one, I'm just the head elf. The actual magic happens with all of my staff. Setting up lights, wrapping trees, wrapping our lower landscaping, pulling out plants.
It's a huge undertaking, one that actually starts before Halloween even ends.
You'd be surprised that, between 12 and 16 people light this entire park with about 250,000 lights and 25 miles worth of wire.
Whoa, say what now? You heard right. 25 miles of wire, 250,000 lights, all of it carefully strung to give Park Avenue its signature holiday glow up. And to make it happen, crews often start their day before sunrise.
Some of the teams start as early as 3 in the morning, so that way they can get on the lifts, be on the avenue, not interrupting traffic.
Duss says they put in about 3 solid weeks of work every single day to get everything ready.
Light that tree!
The tradition really took off during the pandemic when the city wanted to give people a safe reason to come outside and smile again.
So during COVID, the city really kind of jumped all in and said, how can we make sure that during such a hard time for everyone, when everyone's gonna want to be outside, how do we make it even more enjoyable during the holiday season? And so that's kind of when they were like, you got to bring parks in. I mean, parks is kind of the backbone of the fun for the city.
When the sun goes down, the holiday magic really kicks in.
So they kind of almost come on not in unison. They come on section by section depending on the light. So it's kind of neat. As you walk down, it almost feels like the city's being lit on your walk.
Thousands of lights, dozens of trees, and rows of poinsettias turn Park Avenue into a winter wonderland.
I think if you're looking to take holiday photos, if you just want to go have a picnic somewhere, I think you're coming to Winter Park. You're just enjoying the atmosphere, you're enjoying the people, you enjoy the space. It's just fantastic.
But for Duss, the magic is more than decorations. It's deeply personal.
My mom is a huge Christmas. She loves Christmas so much. I watch her almost look like a kid again. I mean, she's 80 years old, and when we walk down the lights, you just see her light up. And I know that so many other people are having that same experience. And so I'm very proud of that.
So great. One more fun fact about those lights. I said it stretched like they used 25 miles. That's enough to go from downtown, from Lake Eola to Magic Kingdom.
It's hard for me to wrap my brain around.
It's a lot.
All
right. So Winter Park's holiday tradition is already shining. Doss and her team will start taking decorations down January 6th, and they start planning the display for next year that very same day.
Same thing my wife does. I think she's already planning for next year. There are still several holiday events coming up. We put a link to those events on clickorlando.com. We just needed to feel more like the
Hey,
holidays.
hold your horses. It's coming.
You stole it right out of
Calm down.
It
Meteorologist Jonathan Kagas.
Yeah.
When?
Tomorrow is not so much. But Thursday, and then Friday, we got it.
Okay.
And then we're back into the 80s. So it's just like for a short time only, but we are going to feel a little festive, especially Thanksgiving evening and then the day after Thanksgiving. There's a live look, Daytona Beach with our Daytona Beach Skycam. Some people are taking in the nice evening there. You can stay up to date with the ups and downs in the forecast and the temperature department by downloading the free News 6 weather app. Air temperatures now nice and comfy. We are back into the low 70s, just a few passing clouds out there. I think we'll see a few more clouds this evening as cold front number 1 of 2 gets close overnight tonight into tomorrow. The number 2 one, that's going to be the bigger one that takes our temperatures down for a little bit of a tumble. 75 in Mount Dora right now. Good evening in Denellen. We are at 63. Ocala, we are checking in at 64. We're at 72 in Kissimmee. Now, tomorrow morning, it's still going to be very warm, near record warmth, in fact, coming our way into the afternoon. We're going to start things off into the low to mid 60s. Watch out for some patchy fog. Again, it'll be thick in spots. We're hanging around 70 in Cocoa Beach, Palm Bay. We are at 64 degrees. Into your afternoon, low to mid 80s. I think the best opportunity to break a record tomorrow is going to be in Leesburg. Our record is 85. The forecast for tomorrow is 84. Back to 84 in DeLand, 82 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. Rain chances go up a smidge to 20%. They will be few and far between. It's not going to help out your crunchy lawn by any means. There's 1 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. Again, watching for some gray blotches there. That's some of the fog. And then you see 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, in and out. Look very closely here. Right at the top of your screen, some scattered showers and thunderstorms closer to Tallahassee. You're going to notice that line try to flare up and then fizzle back out. A few of those stray showers could hold together, especially northwest of I-4. That's really about it. Rain chances at 20%. We'll keep a very low rain chance early on Thanksgiving morning if you're heading to any turkey trots. We're into the mid-60s, so still a mild start on Thanksgiving Day. We don't move much, though, in the temperature department. We're back to the upper 60s and lower 70s. I think we keep a mainly cloudy sky for the first half of Thanksgiving Day. And then by the evening, as cold front number 2 pushes through, that will bring us that drier air, that colder air that will settle in by Black Friday morning. So there you see it, 73 for a high on Thanksgiving Day. Most of us then wake up in the 40s on Friday morning. It's going to be cool Friday afternoon, so if you are putting up Christmas lights, it's going to feel much more festive. Mid-60s for highs. Sunshine will be dominant, and then there are the 80s. We'll be right back.
How does it make you feel when you see those smiles on their faces?
It humbles me. It humbles me, and I'll tell you why, because many of these people share their hardships year after year. It's unbelievable what some of these folks have gone through, and especially this year in particular with the government shutdown and the SNAP benefits.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Really just to help them. And I understand this is not a permanent solution. We hold it every year, and you see a lot of the same folks coming through and receiving the turkeys.
I've been coming here for 17 years. I'm so thankful. I am grateful. Very excited. And I appreciate everything that he has been doing for the community.
but it's our way of making their lives just that much easier this week. They don't have to worry about obtaining a turkey and celebrating Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
We should be appreciated that PEMDAS has always thought about the poor and the needy.
So I thought, well, let me see if I could just find 1,000 turkeys and give 1,000 turkeys to 1,000 needy families. So I thought, maybe I can do it, maybe I can't, I don't know. But the need was overwhelming.
I don't have to worry about going all over the place. I know definitely I'm gonna get it here. And the oven, the old-fashioned way.
How are you going to cook your turkey?
I'm gonna bake it.
You going to put the stuffing inside?
Yeah. Yes.
My wife knows this part.
Fried or
I don't know how to cook.
How are you going to cook your turkey?
I want to smoke it.
Oven.
I'm gonna decorate it, put some good spices on it.
How you going to cook your turkey?
In the oven. Bake.
Wait, what you going to do?
I'm going to tie a rope around his leg so he don't go nowhere. Then I'm going to put him in the oven.
How do you cook your turkey?
You know what? That's my wife's, she's the boss at home, so she knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that. That's the beauty of just being able to hold this event. She takes care of the turkey on Thursday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can find all of tonight's stories plus breaking news on News 6 Plus.
It's free to download to your smart TV or your streaming device. Have yourself a great Tuesday night.